Hi, my name is Heaven Austin, and this is my most important point video blog. Due to a recent cross-country move, I have not completed my interview for this week's assignment yet. So my most important point is not based off of my interview. It is instead based off of my alternative text that I will use for my bibliography next week. I will reference the Handbook of Research on Educational Communications and Technology, and it's the 4th edition. I found several issues and principles referenced in the text that I deem very important to educational technology and distance education setting, including the ability to embed learning into real-world problems. That's always something I've been in favor of. Allowing the learner to set their own goals and objectives, embedding continuous assessment into the instruction, and giving the learner constant and constructive feedback. But the one issue that I think to be the most important is the actual learning design. According to the text, while the history of instructional design does show a shift from an objectivist perspective to a more constructivist perspective, the actual instructional design field remains firmly rooted in the early transmission-oriented communication model. The reason for this is that educational technology is often seen as an extra or a bonus instead of a primary vehicle and main component of education. The text also noted that while instructional designers very easily point out what will not work in distance education and educational technology, they are often hesitant to point out what will work. I especially liked a point that the text made that said any medium used for teaching and learning is only as effective as the design of the message it is intending to communicate. So poorly designed instruction is simply poorly designed instruction regardless of the delivery mode. In other words, if we could have the most advanced technological tools at our disposal, but if we don't design our instruction based off their benefits and their strengths, then we might as well not even have them. I believe this relates to an assignment I did in a previous course about not using technology simply for technology's sake. This was an issue I personally experienced during my first year of teaching, as I used technology simply as an extra or a bonus in the classroom instead of the primary teaching and learning method. So in conclusion, I believe the most important point in educational technology and online instruction is the actual learning design.